Add 10 extra years after 60. 5 habits that changed my life. As I crossed the threshold into my 60s, I found myself reflecting on the years that had passed and the ones still to come. Like many, I had heard the common narrative about aging, that it was a time of decline, frailty, and loss. However, I refused to accept this as my reality. Instead, I embarked on a journey to discover how I could not only add years to my life, but also enhance the quality of those years. Through trial, error, and a willingness to embrace change, I discovered 5 transformative habits that significantly altered my life. These habits have empowered me to thrive, not merely survive, in my golden years. The awakening. The first habit that changed my life was embracing regular physical activity. I had always been somewhat active, but it wasn't until I turned 60 that I truly understood the importance of movement. One sunny afternoon, I decided to take a walk in a nearby park. With each step, I felt a sense of liberation. The fresh air invigorated my spirit, and the rhythmic motion of walking seemed to awaken something deep within me. Finding my passion from that day forward, I committed to making physical activity a priority. I explored various forms of exercise: yoga, swimming, cycling, and even dance classes. I discovered that I had a passion for swimming. The feeling of gliding through the water was both refreshing and liberating. It became my sanctuary, a place where I could escape the stresses of daily life. Setting goals. To keep myself motivated, I set realistic fitness goals. I started with small milestones, such as swimming a certain number of laps or walking a specific distance. As I achieved these goals, I felt a sense of accomplishment that fueled my desire to push further. I began to notice changes in my body: more strength, improved flexibility, and increased energy levels. The social aspect of fitness. I also recognized the importance of social connections in maintaining an active lifestyle. I joined a local swim club, where I met like-minded individuals who shared my passion for fitness. The camaraderie we built not only made exercising more enjoyable, but also fostered friendships that enriched my life. We would often meet after workouts to share stories and laugh, creating a supportive community that motivated us all to stay active. The ripple effect. As I embraced regular physical activity, I noticed a ripple effect on other aspects of my life. My mood improved, my sleep quality increased, and I felt more resilient in the face of challenges. Exercise became a vital part of my daily routine, and I began to view it as a celebration of my body rather than a chore. Prioritize nutrition. A wake-up call. The second habit that transformed my life was prioritizing nutrition. After a routine checkup, my doctor expressed concern about my cholesterol levels. This was a wake-up call for me. I realized that the food choices I made had a direct impact on my health and well-being. Educating myself, determined to make positive changes, I began educating myself about nutrition. I read books, attended workshops, and consulted with a nutritionist. I learned about the importance of a balanced diet rich in whole foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. I discovered the detrimental effects of processed foods and excessive sugar on my body. Meal planning. Armed with this knowledge, I started planning my meals. I dedicated Sundays to preparing healthy dishes for the week ahead. This not only saved time, but also ensured that I had nutritious options readily available. I experimented with new recipes, incorporating a variety of colors and flavors into my meals. Cooking became an enjoyable activity, and I found joy in nourishing my body with wholesome foods. Mindful eating. In addition to what I ate, I focused on how I ate. I practiced mindful eating, paying attention to my hunger cues and savoring each bite. This practice allowed me to develop a healthier relationship with food, breaking free from emotional eating patterns that had plagued me in the past. I learned to appreciate the flavors and textures of my meals, transforming eating into a pleasurable experience. The impact on my health. I made these dietary changes. I noticed significant improvements in my health. My cholesterol levels dropped, my energy levels soared, and I felt more vibrant than ever. I began to understand that nutrition was not just about weight management. It was about fueling my body for a long and healthy life. The importance of mental health. The third habit that changed my life was cultivating mental well-being. As I aged, I became increasingly aware of the connection between mental and physical health. Stress, anxiety, and negative thoughts can take a toll on our bodies, leading to various health issues. I realized that nurturing my mental health was just as important as caring for my physical body. Mindfulness and meditation to cultivate mental well-being. I turned to mindfulness and meditation. I started with just a few minutes each day, focusing on my breath and being present in the moment. At first, it was challenging to quiet my mind, but over time, I found solace in this practice. Meditation became a refuge where I could escape the chaos of daily life and reconnect with myself. Lifelong learning. In addition to mindfulness, I embraced lifelong learning as a way to stimulate my mind. I enrolled in classes that interested me: art, history, and even technology. Learning new skills not only kept my brain active but also provided a sense of accomplishment and purpose. I found joy in exploring new topics and engaging in discussions with fellow learners. Building resilience. Cultivating mental well-being also involved building resilience. I learned to reframe negative thoughts and focus on the positive aspects of life. Journaling became a powerful tool for processing my emotions and reflecting on my experiences. I would write about my challenges, victories, and everything in between. This practice allowed me to gain perspective and develop a more optimistic outlook. The power of connection. Lastly, I recognized the importance of social connections in supporting my mental well-being. I made it a priority to nurture relationships with family and friends. Regular phone calls, coffee dates, and shared experiences brought joy and laughter into my life. I found that surrounding myself with positive influences helped me maintain a healthy mindset. Shifting perspectives. The fourth habit that significantly impacted my life was maintaining a positive outlook. As I navigated the challenges of aging, I understood that my perspective could shape my experiences. I made a conscious effort to focus on the good in life, even amidst difficulties. Daily gratitude practice. I started a daily gratitude practice where I would write down 3 things I was grateful for each day. This simple exercise shifted my focus from what I lacked to what I had. It encouraged me to appreciate the small joys in life: a beautiful sunset, a warm cup of tea, or a kind gesture from a friend. Over time, this practice cultivated a sense of abundance and contentment. Surrounding myself with positivity. I also made it a point to surround myself with positive influences. I sought out uplifting media, such as inspiring books, podcasts, and documentaries. I distanced myself from negativity, whether it was toxic relationships or pessimistic news. By curating my environment, I created a space that nurtured positivity and growth. Setting new goals. Having goals gave me a sense of purpose and direction. I set new aspirations for myself, whether it was traveling to new places, learning a new skill, or volunteering in my community. These goals ignited a sense of excitement and motivation, reminding me that life was still full of possibilities. Regular health checkups. The importance of preventive care. The final habit that transformed my life was prioritizing regular health checkups. As I aged, I realized the significance of preventive care. Regular screenings and checkups could catch potential health issues before they became serious problems. Staying informed, I became proactive about my health by educating myself on age-related conditions and preventive measures. I researched topics related to heart health, diabetes, and cancer screenings. Knowledge empowered me to engage in meaningful conversations with my healthcare providers and make informed decisions about my health. Open communication with healthcare providers. I established open communication with my healthcare team. I made it a point to discuss any concerns or changes in my health. This collaborative approach allowed me to receive personalized care tailored to my needs. I also sought second opinions when necessary, ensuring that I was comfortable with my healthcare decisions. Embracing a holistic approach in addition to traditional medical care, I embraced a holistic approach to health. I explored alternative therapies such as acupuncture and chiropractic care, which complemented my overall well-being. I found that integrating various modalities helped me achieve a balanced and healthy lifestyle. As I reflect on the past years, I am filled with gratitude for the transformative habits that have enriched my life after 60. Embracing regular physical activity, prioritizing nutrition, cultivating mental well-being, maintaining a positive outlook, and committing to regular health checkups have not only added years to my life, but have also enhanced the quality of those years. Aging is not an endpoint. It is a new chapter filled with opportunities for growth, exploration, and joy. By adopting these 5 habits, I have discovered that life can be vibrant, fulfilling, and full of purpose, no matter the age. I encourage everyone to embrace these practices and unlock the potential for a healthier, happier life after 60.